Hello, this is Left Turn Productions, and I think it's pretty clear, or I hope I've made it clear in the past, that I like to make my races as bias-free as I possibly can. I won't make a driver do bad just because I don't like them, and I won't do a driver do well just because I do like them. I use real-life statistics, basically, to gauge how good exactly drivers will do in the series, and that's why Kyle Busch has a championship on my channel. But yeah, you guys are probably wondering how I would put the York Cup Series drivers on the scale of if I like them or not. So, I've put all 46 cars that are currently entered in the Omaha 500 for York Cup Series Season 5, which signups will be after the York Legend Series is done, so stop asking. But yeah, I've arranged them on a scale with 10 different colors. And they go, as you can see here, from brown all the way up to purple. If you're more towards the brown side, I don't like you. If you're more towards the purple side, then I do like you. And if you're around the yellow, green, orange, this little area here, I'm kind of neutral to you. So yeah, let's go from the bottom up, shall we? So you guys obviously know my most hated driver is Kyle Busch, but I don't absolutely hate him. There is some things that I do like about him. So, like his performance, he's a very talented driver. And so yeah, I don't flat out hate him like I pass off in my videos, but he is just barely in the brown area. And right above him, you can see Austin Cindric. Now, there really aren't very many drivers that I flat out don't like, but Austin Cindric is one of them. He's just, I don't even know why I don't like him. It's just, he's absolute garbage. I'd put Brandon Jones down here too if I was including Xfinity drivers. Yeah, he's kind of wasting a good seat that someone else could be taking. He's not really doing anything. So, yeah. Next up, you can see is Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon used to be in this area right here, but at Bristol, he impressed me a little bit, so I moved him up into the orange area. You still don't want to be down here, but I can tolerate him. So, yeah, that's about it there. And then you can see right here, Kevin Harvick. Whoever's in the 52, it's either going to be BJ McLeod or Cody Ware, but I'm putting it as Cody Ware now. And Denny Hamlin down here. These are like the lowest neutral drivers that I have. If this was BJ McLeod, I'd probably only put him up to around this area right here. So, yeah, that's about where it is here. And then you have John Hunter Nemechek. I don't dislike him. He's just leaning to the negative side of neutral for me. And this is, by the way, this right here is dead neutral. These are the drivers that have not left any impression on me at all. So that includes Zane Smith right here in the 51, Spencer Davis in the 46, Quinn Hoff, or however you pronounce it, in the 40, and Daniel Hemrick. Those are the only drivers that haven't made any impression on me at all. There's also J.J. Yaley and Corey LaJoie and Tyler Reddick, who are really, really close to neutral and have only barely made any impression on me. Sometimes I think these drivers don't... sometimes I forget that these drivers exist. So yeah, next up is the 16, which, oops, I made an error here. So the error was that I confused the 16 and I thought it was Ty Majeski, where I put Majeski right around in that spot. However, it's actually Chase Briscoe in the number 16, and Briscoe is a little bit higher up the scale. So yeah, I made a little error here. So there's this big chunk of drivers right here. You can probably just figure out which ones they are. If you do need help, the 53 is Casey Kane. The 39 is Jamie McMurray. The 16 is, like I said before, Chase Briscoe. And the 96 is Parker Kligerman. Everybody else should be pretty self-explanatory, like Daniel Suarez over here, Paul Menard, Joey Logano, Ryan Preece, all these drivers right here. They're just above neutral. They've made a positive impact on me, but not much of a positive impact. Like you see Keselowski and Byron I'm kind of about. And then it goes up the scale up to Eric Almirola, who, yeah, I like, but, you know, I don't like a whole ton. So yeah, there's this range of drivers right here. And then there's this next group, which are basically just a bunch of underdogs that I really like. Michael McDowell used to be a lot higher up the scale, like right around in this area, just barely above Chase Elliott maybe. But he got into a little bit of a scuffle at ISM. I'm sure you're aware of it, and it bumped him down into this blue area. And then he's really been doing really terribly lately, so he's bumped even more down to right around where his teammate David Reagan is. And I think I do like Reagan a little bit more than McDowell now. But yeah, there's also Landon Castle in the Starcom car. He was another driver that used to be up here, but his performance dropped. But that was before he got to Starcom. Once he got to Starcom, before he got to Starcom, he was right around where Almirola is, but he's slowly been making his way up. And also Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman used to be right around here, right where the old Ryan Newman car was. But his performance this year has shot him all the way up here. And then you have the drivers that I like, my favorite drivers. This is like the elite group that you want to be in if you are a driver. Obviously, the Truex is up here. Martin Truex Jr. and Ryan Truex are up there. Ross Chastain is my third favorite of the bunch. And then you have a tie between Chase Elliott and Brett Moffitt for 4th and 5th. And then there's also Clint Bowyer. Kyle Larson used to be up here, but performance drop has kind of sunk him down a little bit. There's also Ryan Blaney, Matt DiBenedetto, and Eric Jones that are in here as well. So yeah, those are basically the favorite ones right now. I almost forgot to mention Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher used to be around in the green, right next to Ryan Preece, I'm pretty sure, but he's impressed me lately. He's really impressed me lately with, especially at Richmond, so he's been boosted up a little more. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically it. Those are my opinions on every York Cup Series driver in the Omaha 500 and where I put them on the scale. From the good to the neutral to the bad to the ugly. This is Left Turn Productions, signing out.